Hello students, welcome to the next session of the ITC and CN. In this particular session, we are going to look at what are the different codes that we can analyze for the ITC and CN. So this is what one of the simple guideline for the classification of the codes. So here you can observe that the first column is representing xi, that is nothing but the different messages. Like here it is mentioned x1, x2, x3 and x4. These are the four messages. For these four messages, the possible codes are provided with the different column ranging from code 1 to code 6. So these are the various codes given for the messages x1 to x4. So as you can notify over here that x1 will have the code word that is nothing but 00, x2 will have the code word 01 and x3 will have the code word 00 and x4 that is 11. So overall this is nothing but the code. As we gone through, group of code words is nothing but the code. So combined it is code 1. Okay, so let's look at what is fixed length code. So when we want to analyze fixed length code, as the name indicates, fixed length means number of bits for each code word will, each message will be same. So here see the number of bits for x1, it is same as that of the number of bits for x1 in code 2. So that is why here everywhere you will observe that number of bits are 2 for code 1 as well as for code 2. It is 2, everywhere it is 2. That's why fixed length code for this, it is nothing but code 1 and code 2. These are the fixed length codes. Let's understand what is meant by the variable length code. So variable length code means the length of the bits for representation of each message will be varying. Means for representing, so here we can track out what exactly the code 3. Here you can observe that x1 will have the only one bit to represent, x2 will have only one bit, but for x3 it is 2 and for x4 again it is 2. So length of the bits means the number of bits used to represent each message is varying. That's why here the variable length codes are code 3, code 4, code 5 and code 6. All these four codes are nothing but the variable length codes. Let's discuss what is meant by the distinct codes. Here code 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are nothing but the distinct codes. None of the message related bits are been repeated. That's why these are called as a distinct codes. Next is the prefix free codes. Only code 2, 4, 6. These two, then the 4 and 6. These are nothing but the, let me just underline this, that this is code 2, 4 and 6. These are nothing but the prefix free codes. So for this prefix free code, what exactly it is, just try to understand here the concept. Prefix free means when I hide this last bit, whatever the remaining bits we are having, that should not be the code word of any other message. Okay, means this 0, it is not appearing anywhere. Similarly, if I apply it for any other cases, I will get to know that none of the code word is the prefix for any other code. Okay, so that is why it is called as a prefix free code. Same is applied for code 4 as well as code 6. Next is uniquely decodable codes. Code 2456, these are called as a uniquely decodable code. That is nothing but the UDC. Okay, so what exactly the UDC and non-uniquely decodable code, that we will see. Non-uniquely decodable code, it means for the code 3, if you just want to pass, let's say 1001, this is what the bit stream you want to pass, and for this 1001, if you just handle this particular column, that is for the code 3, you will find that 1001, it means it is with the perception 1 means it is x2, 00 means it is nothing but x3, so it is x3, again 1 means it is nothing but x2, so x2, x3, x2. This is nothing but the case where we can say someone may have the perception that x2, x3 and x2 is transmitted, but if the same bit stream is being analyzed by some other let's say the candidate, then he may have the perception like this one, that is x2. Next, instead of analyzing this double zero, if he analyze single zero, then he will have the perception that x1 is transmitted. Again the single zero means again x1 is transmitted, and finally 1, that means x2. So here the two different code words or the transmission of the messages are being sensed. That's why this is called as a non-uniquely decodable code, code 3. Similarly, if you analyze it for the code 5, you will find that it is not prefix free, but it is uniquely decodable code. Now for the uniquely decodable code, the very simple thing to understand is sufficient condition should be prefix free, but not necessary always. So this is about the classification of code. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much.